Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. I don't know about you, but in every class that I have been in, there is always that genius friend who barely studies but passes every test with flying colors. Meanwhile, I myself was struggling for hours and hours burning the midnight oil trying to learn the concept, just to forget about it the next day. Well, soon enough, I learned that they are not exactly geniuses. They are smart learners because they use active recall. Ever since, I have been eager to understand and explore what is active recall, simultaneously applying them into my own study journey. Mark my word, active recall is truly a game changer. Today, I would like to inform you about the methods of active recall and the powerful benefits it offers for improving your study efficiency. Let me walk you through the methods of active recall. The methods of some active recalls are like using flashcards and the rubber ducking method. Active recall activates the testing effect, where your brain is more likely to move information from short-term memory to long-term memory. Have you tried studying using flashcards? Flashcards is one of the most powerful methods of active recall that you could find. Basically, grab yourself a preferably small piece of paper and on one side write down the information or the diagram you wanted to memorize. Next, write the question of the information that you have written on the other side of the paper just now. This works best for fact-based subjects like history and economy. Subjects that require problem-solving techniques, on the other hand, should be perfected by consistent practice. To increase the efficiency of this active recall method, pile out your flashcards and go through it once. For every questions that you got wrong, try going over again until you get to the hang of it. Self-testing also allows students to activate relevant knowledge and prompted information so that it can be assessed more easily from their memory in the future. Here is another life-changing hack. Instead of writing your flashcards by hand, try uploading your notes on PowerPoint into digital apps. My personal favorite, Gizmo and Enki. There is an AI function that makes flashcards in split seconds. It also analyzes your proficiency level towards the question. If the system recognizes your weakness on certain flashcards, then the flashcards will be repeated multiple times until you get to the hang of it. The next method of active recall is the rubber ducking method. Grab any inanimate object, which in this case, a rubber duck. Give it a name and teach it the processes or the cycles that you're learning. It helps you to retrieve information and unconsciously help you going through the process in a more detailed manner. Find yourself being able to tell this process that you're learning smoothly, verbally, and in papers. This will help with every essay questions. This method forces you to learn the content by heart first before sharing them with your duck, the inanimate object. When going through the content with the duck, you might find a few knowledge gaps about the concept that you might have missed or are unclear about. Now, you know a few methods of active recall studying, but how does it benefit you actually? Well, it is actually fascinating how much active recall can benefit you, which is by shortening your study time from hours of reviewing into approximately half the time. First of all, it is because you are passively highlighting the textbook or your reference. Passive learning leads you towards breakdown and it takes way longer time to process the information. At one point, you might even drop the study session. In contrast, those who study with active recall entails using tools such as flashcards, mind maps, and other approaches which require drawing previously learned information from scratch. Shorter study time will help you balance social life, fitness, and mental health. Other than that, active recall forces information into your brain for a longer term when practiced with spaced repetition. Do you know about the forgetting curve? Forgetting curve is a concept where memory is lost when there is no attempt to retain it. Spaced repetition helps to overcome the forgetting curve and stimulate the learning curve faster. Ladies and gentlemen, know that active recall is not just a mere study technique. It's a proven method to study smarter, not harder. We explored a few methods of active recall such as flashcards and the rubber ducking method with added information regarding how active recall benefits and changes your gameplay in study. For your next study session, swap out your boring passive rereading with active recall. Challenge yourself to retrieve the information that you have learned. You'll be amazed with the difference it makes.